What if the very thing that brings you joy, comfort, or relief also holds the power to destroy your life? Welcome to the paradoxical world of addiction. Addiction, a complex disease of the brain and body, involves compulsive use of one or more substances like alcohol, tobacco, or drugs, or engagement in activities such as eating or gambling. It typically starts with a voluntary decision, but repeated use or behavior can lead to brain changes that challenge an addicted person's self-control and interfere with their ability to resist intense urges. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter released during pleasure, floods a reward pathway. Once adapted to these excessive levels, more of the addictive substances are needed to experience the same satisfaction. Now, you might be wondering, can addiction be beneficial? The answer, surprisingly, is yes. But this is a double-edged sword, and it's essential to tread carefully. A person addicted to exercise may be developing a desired physique, healthy heart, and robust immune system. Similarly, individuals hooked on reading, learning, or work may experience intellectual growth and career advancement. These are silver linings. However, if these addictions compromise necessary responsible life activity and valued relationships, they can also be counterproductive, hence the double-edged sword. The hazards of addiction far outweigh the benefits, casting a long, dark shadow in their path. An exercise addict may push their body to dangerous extremes, resulting in injuries or severe health issues. A workaholic might neglect personal relationships, leading to isolation and emotional distress. Substance addiction is even more destructive, causing cancer, heart disease, liver damage, and respiratory disorders, and it can ruin careers and lives, in addition to the addicted individual. The psychological toll is equally heavy, with depression, anxiety, and suicide being significantly higher among those struggling with addiction. So, while there may be benefits to addiction, they are fleeting and come at a high cost. The hazards, on the other hand, are far-reaching and long-lasting. They affect not only the addict but also their loved ones and society at large. To summarize, addiction is a complex, often misunderstood disease. It can bring temporary benefits like physical fitness or career advancement, but these are often outweighed by the severe and long-term hazards to physical and mental health, relationships, and overall quality of life. Almost 165 million residents in the United States alone are addicted to drugs. This statistic includes alcohol. Remember, addiction is not a choice or a moral failing. It's a disease, and like any other disease, it can be treated. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, seek professional help. There is a free, confidential, 24/7 national helpline in English and Spanish for individuals and families, provided by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, 1-800-662-4357. After all, our lives and those of our friends and loved ones are far too precious to be overshadowed by addiction.